Archaeologists have finally found the legendary ship of James Cook after 250 years. How did they find it? What will happen to the ship now? And how did James Cook's ship sink in the first place? Let's answer all these questions and more in today's episode. The wreck of Sir James Cook's ship has been discovered on the seabed off the coast of Northland in New Zealand after a 250-year search. Researchers believe that this is probably one of the most important discoveries in the history of New Zealand. Archaeologists discovered the wreck at a depth of 90 meters, or about 300 feet. They claim with a 99% certainty that it is the HMS Endeavour, which is the flagship of the British Royal Navy. But why is the discovery of the HMS Endeavour so important? Why was James Cook's ship searching for new lands anyway? Well, before we talk about that, let's take a look at what the HMS Endeavour actually was. The HMS Endeavour was a collier, a type of sailing vessel that was used to transport coal. The ship was originally called the Earl of Pembroke, but was purchased by the Royal Navy and renamed the Endeavour in 1768. This was done in order to give the famous explorer James Cook enough supplies and crew members to go on his voyage around the world. That same year, 1768, the ship set sail from Plymouth, England, under the command of Lieutenant James Cook. Its mission was to explore the South Pacific Ocean in order to find new lands for Britain to colonize. But it wasn't long before the HMS Endeavour ran into some serious problems. While the ship was sailing through the dangerous waters of the Southern Oceans, it was battered by storms and almost wrecked several times. In addition to the harsh weather conditions, the crew also had to deal with scurvy, a disease that is caused by a lack of vitamin C. Luckily, the ship had brought along some limes and lemons from England, which the crew could use to treat the disease. But even so, many crew members became ill, and some even died. Despite these setbacks, the HMS Endeavour continued on its journey until it reached New Zealand in October of 1769. Cook and his crew spent several months exploring the coastline and making contact with the local Maori people. After leaving New Zealand, the HMS Endeavour traveled to Australia, where Cook circumnavigated the continent. He then returned to New Zealand in 1770 and anchored in Poverty Bay on the east coast of the North Island. But unfortunately, the ship ran aground and was damaged beyond repair. James Cook then ordered the crew to abandon ship, and they set up camp on the beach while they waited for rescue. Luckily, a friendly Maori chief named Rangita Fotoa came across the ship and offered the crew shelter and food. However, not everyone was happy with the way the British were being treated, and there was tension between the two groups. On October 2nd, 1770, a fight broke out between the British and the Maori, and several people were killed. After the battle, the surviving British retreated back to their ship, which was still stuck on the beach. Cook ordered the remaining crew members to destroy the ship in order to prevent it from falling into enemy hands. And with that, the HMS Endeavour met its demise. It was not until April of 1771 that the surviving members of the Endeavour crew were finally rescued and taken back to England. At the time, the loss of the ship was seen as a great embarrassment for the Royal Navy. But in the years since then, it has become clear that the HMS Endeavour was much more than just a ship. It was a symbol of Britain's power and exploration during the Age of Discovery. As for James Cook, he went on to have an illustrious career in the Royal Navy and became one of the most famous explorers in history. Unfortunately, he would not live to see the discovery of the HMS Endeavour, as he was killed in 1779 while trying to make contact with the natives on the island of Hawaii. Today, the HMS Endeavour is remembered as a symbol of the Age of Discovery and the importance of exploration. The discovery of its wreck is a reminder of the dangers that explorers faced in the 18th century and the incredible bravery that it took to sail around the world. So who discovered the wreck of the HMS Endeavour, and how did they do it? The discovery of the wreck was made by a team of archaeologists from the National Institute for Water and Atmospheric Research, or NID. They used a remotely operated vehicle, or ROV, equipped with cameras and other imaging technology to explore the seabed. The ROV was lowered into the water and controlled by a team of experts who were able to maneuver it through the dark depths. As the ROV moved along the seabed, the cameras captured images of the wreck, which was covered in a thick layer of silt. The team was able to identify the wreck by the shape of the hull and the details of the timbers, such as the way the planks were fastened together. They were also able to find artifacts on board the wreck, such as pieces of pottery and metalwork, which helped to confirm its identity. Once the wreck was located, the team used a variety of techniques to map and document it. They used sonar to create a detailed map of the area around the wreck, and collected samples of the wood and other materials. They also used a remotely operated underwater vehicle equipped with cameras to capture images and video of the wreck site. Finding the wreck was no easy feat. The team had to contend with rough seas and poor weather conditions, as well as the challenges of operating in deep water, but their hard work paid off when they were finally able to locate the wreck and bring Cook's final vessel to light after more than 250 years. Experts are now working to protect the wreck site from potential damage, as they continue to study and preserve it for future generations. The discovery of the wreck is a significant moment in maritime history and a testament to the courage and determination of the explorers. first discovered this part of the world. For centuries, historians have debated whether or not James Cook ever really existed. Some people even claim that he was a fraud who stole the discoveries of others. However, the discovery of the HMS Endeavour provides physical evidence that Cook was indeed a real person who lived during the 18th century. The wreck site is expected to provide further insights into Cook's life and legacy, as well as the history of exploration in the Pacific Ocean. Now, what will happen to the ship now that it's been found? Authorities have said that the ship will remain where it is, off the coast of Northland and New Zealand. This is in order to protect the ship from potential damage and to ensure that it is preserved for future generations. The New Zealand government has also said that it will work with the local Maori community to decide how best to manage the site. The Maori have a deep connection to the area, and the HMS Endeavour played an important role in their history. In addition to protecting the wreck site, authorities are also working to raise awareness of the discovery and to educate the public about James Cook and his legacy. Cook is a controversial figure in New Zealand history, as he is credited with discovering the country, but also played a role in the colonization of New Zealand by European settlers. The discovery of the HMS Endeavour is an opportunity to learn more about Cook and his legacy and to better understand the history of New Zealand. The discovery of the HMS Endeavour has captured the attention of people around the world. It is a reminder of the bravery and determination of those who explored the unknown and the importance of preserving our maritime heritage. What do you think about the discovery of James Cook's ship? Let us know in the comments below. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.